Hey, y'all. I know this video is long, long overdue, and I apologize, but I think what people fail to realize is that after surgery, your life still continues. I'm a mother of three, I work full time, and I'm in school full time, so I'll be forgetting about making videos. And yes, I'm taking out my hair while I'm making this video because if I don't, y'all, the video won't get made because I'll forget again. But anyway, Um, I also still have my actual surgery video coming. Um, I have not forgotten about that. I just I made the whole video and my iPad said at the end of it that it was too long to load. So that's an hour worth of footage where I edited the whole video and then it tells me that it's too large. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is just breaking the video up into like maybe 3 separate portions so that I can just go ahead and get that video out here to y'all. Um, but anyway, as of today, I am 14 weeks, 3 days post-op. And I honestly feel great. Like, I just want to address some things. I know, a lot of you may follow the surgery groups on Facebook, Instagram. You might follow Surgery Sisters or Dolls, just to get your information regarding surgery before, during the process, and after, which is all cool. But I have to admit that I found myself after this was before my surgery event took place, but I found myself distancing myself from those groups because I feel that they are to be informative, um, uplifting, encouraging. I feel that that's what those groups are for. Yet it turned into like a shit show. Excuse my language. But I felt like, you have a lot of ladies that are like mean, like OD mean. Like, yes, everybody is entitled to their opinions, but I feel like in such a sensitive group, I think you should just watch what you say and be mindful of what you say. Like, everybody's opinion is not wanted with certain things. Like, it just became too much. So I go in the group sometimes and update, but then I peace out because my mouth is slick and I tend to want to defend others. And I just, got to a point where I was like, I don't have time for this. We too old. I'm going to get on here, see what I need to see, comment on what I need to comment on, update when I feel like it, and then I'm out of here, which I don't really like. But listen, feel free to inbox me and I definitely will respond. So anyway, skip past all of that. So I don't really want to talk too much about. Mommy, look, Dragon's popcorn. Okay, tell him to go make you some. Close the door back. Thank you. Sorry, y'all. I don't want to comment too much on my actual surgery day and those first couple of days after because that's going to be in my actual surgery video. What I will talk about is, let's just say 2 weeks out. So 2 weeks post-op, you deal with a lot of swelling. My bruising was gone by week 2, but you do deal with a lot of swelling, a lot of swelling. And I wore my faja day in and day out. Okay, only took that thing off to take a shower, or if I had to go number 2. But the swelling is still going to be there. It's a lot of stiffness and a lot of soreness, but no actual pain. Honestly, and you'll see this in my surgery video. Throughout this whole process, I had no pain besides when I woke up from surgery. I have a bad back. I was in 2 car accidents and I've had epidurals for all of my deliveries. So my back is terrible. Like, I don't even sleep on my back like that because it hurts. I get back spasms a lot. So that was literally the only pain that I felt throughout my whole surgery journey, was waking up on my stomach I had such a bad backache. Like, wasn't no Percocets helping that. I literally had to take a muscle relaxer to get that under control. But once the muscle relaxer kicked in, and I took a nap, everything was cool. So, again, throughout this whole surgery process, I have not felt not one bit of pain, not one. So 2 weeks out, like I said, there is a lot of swelling. I will say that it's best for you to get back to your everyday life, because if you sit here and mope around and act like you're dying, because you're really not. No offense to anybody, because I know everybody's pain tolerance is different, but it's really not as bad as people say it is. And I feel like it's all a mental thing. So if you want to sit here and act like, oh my God, I'm dying, or if that's your mentality, I really truly believe that with a lot of things, that's just how your body's going to react to it. And then it's mental. So I personally got back to my everyday life. I know a lot of you watched my BBL chair video. I did use that for a little bit, but again, I have a bad back. So, and then the circulation of like your blood flow through your legs and your feet. Sometimes it helped because it helped me elevate my feet, but my back could not tolerate that chair for long. It is very comfortable to sit in when you just want to sit and watch TV, obviously. But I'm gonna be honest, I liked laying on my stomach a lot of the time because it took that pressure and that swelling, all that swelling out of my stomach. So I really enjoyed sleeping on my stomach after I got used to it, because I'm not a stomach sleeper at all. I sleep on my side in fetal position. So it did take some getting used to with the whole stomach thing, but because you're on your stomach a lot of the time, you get used to it very quickly. But the chair is great for those who can tolerate it. I had to, like, couple hours in it, couple hours out, because again, my back is terrible. So I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. When I went back to work after 10 days post-op, I did use a memory foam pillow, like a memory foam car cushion. I did use that, and I tried to use my boppy as much as possible, but I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm in the medical field. I have a desk job, so I'm up and down, up and down, up and down. And the boppy was just sat you too high. So technically I was actually sitting on my butt at work on a cushion. It was a memory foam cushion, so I was sitting directly on it, but like I said, I was up and down. So you're gonna feel pressure. It doesn't hurt. It feels a little weird, but you are gonna feel the pressure. So you're gonna want to stand up anyway and stretch. Anything that you do for extended periods of time, laying down, sitting, whatever, you're going to want to move around afterwards, just because your body's going to get stiff. Your body is still recovering. So I was back to doing everything once I got back home, which was 4 days after surgery. I was back to doing everything normal, because mom life does not stop. But I drove, I want to say, I got back home on a Tuesday. I drove Wednesday. So I wasn't even a week post-op and I was driving. I did sit on my boppy pillow, but that damn thing had my head up in the ceiling, honey. And again, I got over that quickly. So I did switch to that cushion. So like I said, mommy life went back to normal. I will say, where I slacked off, I'm not going to speak too much again on my first week and stuff like that, but where I slacked off was I kind of fell off of that eating healthy type of thing and my water intake. It took a second. Probably my second week is when my appetite came fully back, but I still kind of ate whatever the hell I wanted to, which they say you're supposed to do anyway. Like, don't lose weight is what they tell you. So you can still maintain your weight and eat healthy. I did not do that, and I'm just going to be honest. So, and my water intake was trash after I left Miami, which is terrible, because now I have periods of off and on. I'll go and I'm on it, drinking my gallon of water every day, and you feel the difference. Like, the swelling level, your amount of swelling goes down when you're drinking tons of water. So I will say that. My leg cramped up. I'm trying to think. Again, I'm 14 weeks. I still swell. The swelling ain't no joke. But I'm gonna tell y'all the worst part of this whole damn process: the fucking itching. Oh, excuse my language. The itching is horrible, y'all. Like, at first I was like, oh, this is nothing. I want to say about a month post-op is when the itching became super real for me, and it was so irritating. Like, so irritating to the point where, like, I would take Benadryl at night. I got Tiger Balm. Awesome, y'all, make sure y'all get some Tiger Balm. I tried all of the itching creams and Benadryl creams and the washes and all that. Aveeno body wash for itching and stuff does help a little bit. I'm gonna tell y'all that anything menthol is gonna help. Tiger Balm is balm.com, but once your skin starts to wake back up and you're starting to feel stuff again, I had a moment where it did burn a little bit. Another thing that helps is those scrub brushes, the dry brush for the shower. Awesome. I would recommend it. Get the one that that has a long handle for your back, your stomach. And another thing, a lot of people go into this surgery stuff and spend buku amounts of money on supplies and all this extra stuff. I'm gonna do another video on surgery costs because I feel like people just be ODing with what they spend. Like, you don't need to do all of that. We still got bills, and I'm not about to go in debt for no surgery. I'm sorry. Yes, it's life changing. I wouldn't change it for the world, but I feel like people overdo things. So I will create another video about costs and stuff like that and supply lists of what I used. So anyway, 14 weeks post-op, again, you still have swelling and you have this tight feeling. So like your skin can only stretch but so much. So when you do swell, it's like a really, really tight sensation that you get around your stomach. And that can be, I don't want to say painful, but it feels like if your skin is really dry, you haven't put lotion on it, that's the type of feel you have. The itching is starting to wear off for me. I do get periods of back spasms and stuff, but I already have that. Again, I have a bad back, so I can't really tell if that's what it's from or if it's from the surgery. But you know, overall, I want to say that I would do this again because I have thought about it. Obviously, my stomach is not super, 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 super snatched. It is snatched. When I wake up in the morning, that's when you can see the full effects because obviously I've been laying on my stomach or whatever. You just see where my real results would be versus now it's the afternoon and I've drank, so I'm swelled up right now. But I have thought about another round simply because being as though they can only take so much and my stomach was huge in the beginning. I feel like another round would get my stomach exactly where I want. And of course majority of my hips just went kaput going, which is fine. Once your stomach is sucked and your back is sucked in, you have a shape, which Dr. Kagan told me from the very beginning. He is awesome about being honest with you. When I sent my pictures from my consultation, he was honest then. He was like, once I suck everything out of you or whatever I can get, you're going to have a shape already, which I do. And I will get up on my knees a little bit so that y'all can kind of see what I'm working with. Again, I'm swollen right now. I've had a lot to drink today. Water. I've been back on my healthy kick. So I am swelling up a little bit. But yeah, surgery is not bad at all, y'all. I could definitely see myself doing it again. If I could get past the itching stage. Oh my God. That itching ain't no joke. I do have a little bit, I'm not going to even call it a full roll. I have like a little dip in my back that I would go back to get done. Outside of the massages that I got in my package in Miami, I have not gotten professional massages since I left. My kids help me sometimes with massaging. I self-massage and I use my brush. So I have not gotten any massages, and I think maybe I might go get a couple of them just to get some of this down. And I also started taking some water pills, which has been helping as well. So I do suggest getting the water pills, but I'll talk about that in my video of what you should bring and cost.